My name is Seth Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this. Alright guys, so let's step into Photoshop, and so let's click on Control N. Let's bring our new document, and then let's input in this particular details. Let's use 6 over here, let's use 9 over here. Now I'm using inches because that is what the size of the book is, and then let me call it book cover, and also I'll leave it at 300 because I want the highest pixels as possible. Very quality we can print. I'll set it also to CYMK, not RGB. CYMK because I want to print it as well, and probably I'll set the here to black. Doesn't really matter, and I'll click on create. Also I'll drag this here, and I'll also drag this here, and because I'm going to print it, I want to, just in case they print and they cut that size, I'll still have my documents or my details in there. Sometimes when you're printing, certain portions are cut off closer to the edges, so I'm going to keep all my details inside the box here, so when even if they cut a portion of it, it's still not going to affect the work that I have done. Also drag it over here in the middle, and then drag this over here to the middle as well. Now this is how I want it to be like, and then I'll start with my image. Let's drag the image in there. I'll drag this particular lady, and then flip it like that, flip it vertical, and then do it something like this. Let me zoom in to see the details well. Okay, so something like this is great. And also I would duplicate it again and set it to somewhere like this. So this I want it to be like, so I'll give it a mask over here, and then I'll just mask it, choose black, and I'll just mask the edges. Also, if possible, I'll drag it somewhere here. Okay, now let's pick a portion of the ocean. Let's pick, click here, click over here, and then click somewhere around here. Duplicate it, Ctrl J to duplicate it. Let's drag it up on top of it, and then let's drag it like that. Let's give it a mask, and then let's just blend it in nicely. Choose black over here and click on the mask, and then blend it in nicely. Duplicate it again, drag it somewhere there, 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 duplicate it again, drag it somewhere there. And now let's merge from here to here. Let's merge it together. Ctrl E to merge it together like that, and then let's give it a mask. Set here to black, opacity 100, flow 100, and then let's do it like that. Now that we have this, we also want to drag it down, and then control click this and this, and let's merge it together. Now duplicate it again, and then let's mute this one. Click on this one, pick this, the clone, right click it and click the clone stamp tool, and then hold Alt and click somewhere here, and then blend it together like that. You see, let's blend it like that. Doesn't really matter, just blend it in there. Now with this one, click over here again, hold Alt and click here, and then let's start with it like that. click here, click here, and click here. So just like that, we successfully blended it in, and then this looks quite great for us. Let's click this one, let's click this one, and then let's merge it together. Now you can delete this, we don't need that one again. Let's move this backwards a little bit, like that. And then let's pick this and drag it in there. Let's flip it counterclockwise, and then let's increase the size, and then drag it in like this. Okay, let's duplicate it and mute the top one. The down one, let's give it a mask, and then pick our brush, increase the size, make sure here is also black, and then let's clean it. Let's clean it. Let's clean it like that. And then this one, let's set it to soft light. Nice, nice, nice. Let's also give it, and then let's clean it to also blend it in nicely. So something like this looks great. Let's see. So something like this looks great. Let's put all in a folder and let's call it PG. But we are left with one more thing. Let's give it a curve. Let's give it a level, rather a level, and then let's drag this up a little bit to maybe around 12 to 20 sounds good. Let's push it up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so 18 sounds good to me, or looks good to me. Also, let's give it a rectangular. Let's drag it somewhere around here. Double click on it, go here for the color. Let's set it to 00000F. Now you could see it's quite blue a little bit. That's what we want because it is a blue theme over here. We want to give it that particular theme as well. And then let's type in our, when we talk about ocean, normally we are talking about the color blue, and so it also comes into play when we are selecting our colors. Let's set the size to 26, and for the font, let's set the font to Bookman Old Style and drag it somewhere here. Let's see what I just centered in the middle. Okay, now let's pick the color. Let's choose this particular color. Let's choose 409ED8. So you can see also has a little blue in there as well. That's what we want. Click here, and then let's see the tracking to 0. Let's set the tracking to 120. Let's see, 120. Right, and then that is it. Let's align it to the middle. Let's duplicate it and let's bring it down, and let's add the rest of the details to it, just to give us more information about the author and what the author has done before. Now we are also still using the Bookman Old Style, but for the font size, let's choose the font size. For the font size, let's choose 10. And let's set the color to color white. And also let's set the tracking to 0. And then bring it to the middle. So what we are going to do is select this, select this, select this, and drag them down like that. Great. Let's put it in the folder and let's call it author. In fact, I want to make this also capital letters, PG. Nice. Now let's give it some information around here, and so let's go and pick that information. Let's paste it here. Now we are still using the Bookman Old Style, and then we are also setting it to 8. And also we are setting the leading to 11.24. Let's make it small letters. Let's also make it centered in the middle like that. And then let's set the tracking to 140. The color, let's set the color to white to make it more visible. And then let's center it here. Amazing. Let's give it, double click here for the layer styles to come, and then let's see which one we are going to use. Let's use outer glow. Let's set the color to color black. Let's set here to normal, and then let's boost the opacity to around 15. Now I'm doing this because I just want it to be a little bit visible for us, so you can see it's quite difficult to see. Now it's in there a little bit. That's what we want, for us to see the text well. Let's come back and deal with our theme or the title of the book. And so let's pick there and then paste it there. But then we are going to use an iron, and then we are going to set the font size to 12. We are going to, let's set the font size to 13. And then let's click over here to make it bolder. Let's make it color white, and that is it. Let's set here to 0, and that is it. Let's center it somewhere here, duplicate it and bring it down. Let's pick the world, and this time let's make the font size 36. Bring it down a little bit, and then let's also make it white and click here as well. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, go up a little bit, and that is all. Let's duplicate it and bring it down again. Let's choose the last detail for the title. Let's paste it here, but for the font size let's use 12, and then let's set here to 50, and then let's drag it up. Also kindly make sure it is centered nicely. So this is what we have. Let's put it in a folder, and let's call it the world underneath. Double click it and let's give it drop shadow. Set the blending mode to multiply the opacity to 56, the angle set it to 90. Click on use global light, the distance 0, the spread 21, the size 54, and then click on OK. Now it will look like this. It looks something like this. You can drag it down a little bit. So let's change the color by giving it a texture, a silver texture, but we are not going to make it silver because it's an ocean. We want there to be a lot of blue over there, so we'll maintain the texture. However, we will fix the color of it. So let's flip it, let's rotate it clockwise, and let's see, let's reduce it something like this, and let's drag it in there, and then create clipping mask. Now it's in there like that. This is how we want it to be. Let's give it a curve, and the curve is what is going to do the trick. Clip it to it again, drag this portion here and drag this portion here, and just like that we can click over here on the pattern and then rotate it, increase the size, just rotate it. So you could see, let's zoom in, you could see that there are some details in there, and then but the color is still blue and white. So this is how we want it to be. Let's put everything in a folder and let's call it title. Now let's bring the review here. Let's pick a powerful. Let's paste it over there. We are going to use Bookman old style, and so click on it. Let's set it to regular here, and then the size, let's set the size to 10, and also let's click on this to make it small letters. Let's click over here to make it big and bolder, and let's set the color to color white. And then for the font, let's set it to 0. Now I want us to center it. Let's see. So let's center it. Duplicate it and bring it down. And let's pick the person that reviewed it or the organization. Now the New York Times reviewed it. Let's make it quite lighter so that to differentiate between this and this. And let's also make it italics as well. And then probably let's change the font size to 7.8 as well, just to make it different from the other one. And so this looks cool. Let's duplicate both and drag them down like that. And then let's pick this as well. Double click here and paste it. Now for this one, for the leading, let's set the leading to 10. And then the New York Times, let's drag it down here. And then let's pick the daily graphic. So the daily graphic also gave a commentary on it. And so this is what we are going to use, the two of them. Let's bring these two. Let's bring everything down like that. And then these two, let's bring it down. I'm trying to make the distance here the same distance over here. And then the underworld or the title, let's bring everything down as well. But then this is also coming down, so I'll open it and click on Splendid and then drag that one on top. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how you create this book cover. I love you all guys. Hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel because I want you to be alerted anytime I upload new videos and new content. And also comment below and like this video. I love you all. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.